sort of marginalized and have problems getting into these big companies. So I guess my question to you is, how does the ESA work with smaller groups, especially with independent developers, those who don't have the money, who don't have those connections?
That's a great question. And so from our perspective, again, we represent the whole industry. When the whole industry grows and expands, then everyone prospers, everybody does well. And in particular, what I would point out is all of the major companies that you saw in those logos, they were small at one point. And so it's our philosophy, we dropped our dues and did a variety of things several years ago, probably about 8 years ago, to be more approachable to smaller members. And you see that when you have companies like Vantiv, Triceum, Legends of Learning. They're in the early stages of becoming the next big company, and the doors are very open for them to be part of our ranks and to bring voice and meaning to our work. And when you see the map that we have behind us, if you go to that, areweinyourstate.org, if you go there, you'll see that every game company we know of is listed. Every single one. So that when we speak as an industry, we do this together, we're identifying with this constituent interest that's in all 50 states. It's everywhere. Games are being made, the game development's fully democratized right now. Anybody can make games. The last thing I'd leave you with is I've watched an incredible transformation of the leading members that I mentioned at the beginning, which were very focused on their own game platforms, their own game studios, now very open to the contribution of independent game makers and game developers. They're desperate to get, not desperate, but they're very excited to have the contributions that come from the genius of the game that we didn't know would happen. You think about it a year ago, what was everybody doing? They were running around playing Pokemon Go. I still play.